Hi, all. Good evening. So today we are going to proceed with the topic Drupal coding standard with the Git Hooks. So before going to that, just let me give a short description. So after this session, so what finished? So what we are going to take from this session is the slide which is showing here. Once we are implementing Git Hooks with Drupal coding standard, it will help us to improve our project management, and then we can able to push the proper coding standard as per the coding standard which is declared, and then there will be a proper communication via mail or slacks, so we can even configure that with git, and then there will be a proper commit message as per the document which is declared in the git. What is git hooks? Git hooks are the built-in scripts, so it will enable us to write a code which will allow multi-language support, meaning it will also support PHP and then Python, Git Bash coding also it will support. So it is a my meaning multi-script support. I mean this Githook act as a event subscriber how we are using in Drupal. So whenever an event is occurred, so it will trigger another event which we want to. I mean which we have wrote a code for our event. Meaning it is like even subscriber, like we're using in Drupal. And it will help us to customize the Git internal behavior. Even internal behavior in the sense, in case if we are committing some code, so it should be committed and pushed to the repository. So in the middle of that, if we want to add any other, I mean, if we want to check any of the coding standards or any other syntax error which are present in the committed code. So these are the thing which I am saying about the internal behaviors. So let me explain how the Git hook will look like. We have a Git repo here, and then we have a Git hooks here. So whenever you are committed the code, it will check for a Git hook. Is there any code or any Git hook or initialized in your project? In case if any code are initialized in your project, it will go and then execute that script or that execute that command. Then it will commit the data to the repo. So this is how that GitHub will be running as of now. I think this image help us to understand better even regarding that GitHub functions. So some of the hooks, I mean, there are many hooks which are available in GitHub, but just we are, I mean, I have taken some of the hooks. Most of the hooks which are commonly used are this one: the pre-commit, pre-receive, and then post-receive commit message. So just go through a brief on this. Pre-commit, what I mean, whenever we are committing a code, this pre-commit hook will get executed and check for the code which are getting in or getting committed. So that is a major function of this pre-commit. And the next one is the pre-receiver. Pre-receive, it check for the code that is getting pushed in a Git repo, and it invokes before the line of code get pushed in the Git repo, meaning the code will be checked before pushing it to the Git repo. And then post receive, this is, I mean, most project we have implemented this, that whenever a code is committed, we will be sending an email, sending a notification to the a developer or a tester that this code is getting committed like that. So next one is the commit message. So this hook will check for the message which we are committing. So there is a standard for committing a code in Git, so meaning that the first letter should be in a caps. Likewise, there are some other coding, I mean, the rules which are already there for a commit message. So that for that, the commit message will be helping for us. So next one is my next slide will talks about the Drupal coding standard. So most of us knows Drupal coding standard. Even some of you knows better than me. So Drupal coding standard are the set of rules and regulations in which the proper code has been written according to that manner. So these rules for a programmer that lays best practice and formatting other rules. I mean, even a good coding standard will tells that who are you, meaning so how a code look like that shows the person who wrote those code. So this is some basic knowledge about the coding standard. But in this slide, we are not going to take fully about the coding standard. Just I'm going to explain how we are going to commit a code without coding or syntax error. So that is the concept of this slide. Go to that. So basic requirement for this implementation is we need a Git, and then we need a composer, we need a PHP code sniffer, and then we need a Drupal coder, which is available in. So there are a lot of latest version is available for us, but 8.3 which is allows us to do a coding check a validations without any error. So for the latest version, we have some dependency which will throw some error. So that's the reason why I have used 8.3. My next slide will be installation procedure and then demo. So let me check with the demo. Before that, I have wrote some examples for Mac OS. So it will also help us to, there is some other code for installing in Windows and then Ubuntu Linux OS also. So I have taken an example for Mac OS. So let me proceed with the demo so that we can understand what the exact slide. I am creating a fresh project in Drupal. So this is the command which we are already aware of that. The composer create project Drupal recommended. So my project folder will be TECHX. So this command will be available in the website also. Internet itself. We can take and create a Git repo here. So just bear me a moment. So it is getting installed. Yes. So my project has been created in Drupal. Yes. So we have a web vendor, composer log, composer JSON. So as per my requirement, first one which is needed is first one we need is Git, and then composer Git composer code sniffer. So here let me initialize Git init. So this will initialize Git in this repository. Let me check. So the .git folder is now present here. So before that, let me add all those. I'm adding all the files, which is a web vendor. So it is for dummy project. So that's the reason why I'm adding a vendor folder. I'm adding all vendor, web, composer log, composer JSON, all those things which I am adding in my Git. I'm going to commit this one. Why? Because without having a commit head, we can't able to implement this functionality. Meaning Git functionality, we cannot able to implement that. So that is the reason which I'm going to commit this one. So all my changes are going to be committed here. Next we need is code sniffer. Let me install that one. So this is the command which is used for Mac to install the code sniffer. So all the code has been committed. I'm clearing my string. Now I'm installing PHP code, code sniffer. There are two ways. I'm declaring this PHP code sniffer in locally. So you can also declare those things in globally so that it will support for all the project. So it is getting installed. My PHP code sniffer is getting installed. Yeah, it is getting installed. So next one is I need a Drupal coder. So once the coder is installed, we need to initialize the path for the coder. It should be so that it should be called in the exact location. So this is the command which is used to initialize the path for the coder. PHP-CS config set installed path composer vendor Drupal coder code sniffer. So the config installed path added successfully. So now we need to check whether the Drupal coding standard is installed. PHP CS -I. This is the command which will check for the PHP code is installed on. So we have checked. We can able to see here. Okay, so here we can check that Drupal and Drupal practice which is installed in my directory. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one custom module here, and then I'm going to commit that with the Drupal coding standard error plus with the syntax error. So let me check out my custom module. The custom module which I have already have in my project. So let me check this module. So it will be in the TECHX. Sorry, I'm searching for this. Under the web, we have a module. Within that module, we need to create a custom folder. Within that, I'm going to paste my custom module. So my custom module has been pasted here. Let me check cd web module custom ls. So my custom module is here. Okay, I think. So now in case git status, so it is showing, it is giving my custom module. So in case if I commit it no, so it won't show any error, it will get committed. So for that, now we need to work with the Git Hooks. So in the TECHX, so here we have a Git. We don't have it is hidden, I think. Yeah. Here we have a .git folder. Within the .git folder, we have a folder called hooks. So within that hooks, we have some of the hooks which are available pre-built. So we have post update.sample, pre-patch.sample, pre-commit.sample. What we need to do is just we need to edit this one and then remove the .sample extension. So I have my hooks which I have downloaded from the internet. So I was trying to use a PHP function, but due to some time, just I got a bash code which is installed here. So what I'm going to copy my function over here. TECHX.git hooks. Just I'm copying. So all those my hooks are copied here. So just I have instead of commit message.sample, just I have renamed it and added commit message. So now in my directory here, git status, I'm going to commit my custom module with the coding standard error. Git add web module custom. So it will add my custom module. So here it is. My custom module are added. Now I am going to commit it. Git commit -m. What will be it? No, just dummy commit. Okay. I have committed. My now my Git hook is getting running. You can see here. So my Git hooks prepares running and then checks is there any coding standard which are there for the file which we have committed. So this is a file. It shows that for in that bbq API log.install, I have 4 errors. These are the line number 11, 74, 79. And then for the next in bbq API log.module, I have 7 errors. And then in routing.oml, I have 1 error. So this is how it will shows our coding standard. I mean, shows our coding standard error before committing. So now I am going to commit with the syntax error. Let me check whether it is allowing us to commit with a syntax error. Let me add this one. Then it can add this one. I'm saving this file. Now git add web. So I have added the file. Let me clear this one. Now I am going to commit that. Yes, it is showing us that there is a syntax error in the file which we are going to commit. Yes. There is a syntax error in API log line number 21. So which is showing this error. So let me remove this one. Saving file. Then I'm adding that one. Git commit. another one, there is another one syntax error present in my commit, which is the syntax error unexpected token private expecting curly brace. So it is the line number 21. So where it is line number 21, here it is. So for the class, we don't have a curly braces. Okay, let me again add it and commit that one. So let me check, is there any syntax error is there? No, there is no syntax error is there, but we have some Drupal coding standard error. To clear that, we have a command for PHP case. So that is this one. So I have given a message here. Run below command to audit a fix of Drupal coding standard issues. So this is the command. I'm taking it up to here. Okay. So I have entered the command. Let me add my custom. Here is what I have shown here is your custom module or file path. So I am giving my file path with module custom. So it will fix all the error which it can be able to, meaning automatically it can be able to fix the error. So there are some other error. So it is showing that in this API log talk module, there are 7 error has been fixed, but one is remaining. In BBQ API.log, there are 4 issues which is fixed. There is 0 error which is remaining. So likewise, it is showing that the summary how many error it has been fixed, and then how many error which are still alive. So now I will commit and check other 3 error. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 error which are remaining. So I need to fix that 5 error. Then only it will allow me to commit. So let me add. Before that I will clear. So it will be like a lot of files which are. So I'm clearing my screen. I'm adding those fixed issues, and then again I am going to commit it. So there are 4 errors which I need to fix. So first is that API log module command identification error. Expect only one space. So let me check. So I have added many comments. So if in case if it is not needed, we can remove it. And the next error is that in routing.yml, expected one new line at the end of file. So let me go to my routing.yml. So it is expecting one line at the end of line. I'm saving it. Okay, and then API log constant. In API log constant, it is showing that a class short command should be discovered with the class name. It does not simply repeat the class name. So it is just a minute. It is showing that I should not repeat the class name. So I will check that one. API log. So I will check in API log constant, API log controller. All these are same error, I think. API log service. So let me open this 3 file and check. So within this SRC, I have API log. So what is the error which is showing that? So this and this should not be same. So let me change this one. Okay, I'm saving this one. Let me close. So what will be the my next file will be here in service dot API service.php. Here also the same error. I'm saving it. And then my next file will be in the controller, API log controller. So I'm going here. In case any spelling mistake, please forgive me. Okay, I have changed that. Now I'm going to add that module. Yes. Now I'm going to commit this one. Still there is an error. Return document specify but function has no return statement. So in API log service, PHP I have another one error. So here I have written a command for returning, but it is not returning anything. That is the error which is saying. That's all. Clean code, your code now have been committed. So this is how the Git hook will work. So I will show you that code how it was. It was a bash command. So I was initialing for all those commit message, but which are not working now. So this is the hook which is running once the code is getting committed. So this is the code which is running there. So here it is declaration of, I mean, error color code, meaning red, green, blue, reset. And then this one is that it will be running, I mean, in a blue color, it will be running a pre-commit hooks. I'm checking in the code, is there any variable or any word like dump, DMP, dump, printr, var dump, debug tracer, console log, and then I am getting those word and checking here. After that, I'm excluding some of the directory, which are future, contrib, devel, libraries, vendors. So we can add whatever the directory which we want to add here. So next, this is a syntax code error. Like it is like a flag counter. Just I'm adding a flag counter equal to 0 for initial. After that, so here we are checking the PHPL, which will say, check for a syntax error. So I'm compiling this code and checking for is there any PHP error. In case if it is there, I'm printing that error. After that, here is the code which will check for a coding standard. Yes, this code will check for a coding standard, and then it will. This is the error message which is printing at the end, meaning we have this message, right? So this one. This is the bash command. So I am not good at bash. So this is how this pre-commit will work. Let me go to this slide again. In case if we implement this in our project, so we will get a clean code in Git repo, so that our coding standard will look good and nice. Even we should not, I mean, we won't commit any of the coding with syntax error even. So these are the reference which I have took for my reference. And then there are many coding, I mean, many Git hooks codes are there. You can download that. You can also check with that. In case if you need that my hook, I can even share you that one. So this is about my topic. Please let me know if you have any questions on that.
Hi guys, thank you for watching. I had an amazing time learning all the new things here at Specbee's TECHX. And if you did too, do let us know in the comments below. Keep following Specbee for the latest trends in technology. See you in the next one.